Okay, Worgen Infiltrate is a good enough start. Execute we plan on drawing into. We need to want to play more stuff. Is it too expensive now? I think one Gromash is correct. Maybe our old deck just with a Gromash.
Nefarious corruption has taken hold.
That early naturalize, so punishing. Ooh, I like that. Double zombie chow. We're actually gonna trade even. Because in theory, if both of those hits, it's quite valuable. We're protecting them. Burning an implosion, that's good. And there we have the answer. Yeah, we're gonna overdraw one. If he has the other naturalize, I quit.
My hand is
Burn the execute, I quit. So he's gonna go face anyway. This takes a couple turns. It's the most mana we can play, I guess we want to do that. 1, 2, 3. We can't. So I think we do this to save us a shitload of damage.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
We have Leroy for some burst. He doesn't have another naturalize. If he has another naturalize, we're in a lot of trouble. Really? The odds of that are pretty low. And we don't have an execute. My god, this is ridiculous. We'll be able to play Leroy at some point. I think this is too much damage to pass up on. The inner rages now, I think, apply best to Warbot. We try to get that off. Unfortunately, he will get some heal from that. Yeah, that's fine. Kill it at this point. Still no executes. Even though, objectively speaking, we're pretty far through our deck. We're gonna have to take a lot of damage. We might be able to scare him with these. Taunt him away. Okay. Arcane Missiles is probably our worst enemy at the moment. Both executes near the bottom. Corruption we don't mind. Well, he's gonna have to charge into that anyway. So I think that was really dumb. Oh my god, he spent his whole turn on Molten Giant. Do we win? I think we just won.
Battle commencing.
Yeah. We don't even need to Leroy. Boom! Take that. Even with Gromash burnt. Okay. Let's take a look at the deck. We were lucky he made a really dumb play with the Molten Giant. Maybe getting him to exactly 20 health is like a great idea. He might spend all his mana on that. Anyway, it's cheap because that's the mana curve. You have very few cards over 1 mana. Inner Rages are in there because they cost 0 mana. You can buff something up like a Warbot ends up being worth it because of the extra Enrage. Not that the Enrage is that much, but maybe something like an Amani Berserker would make more sense. But 2 You basically want things to be able to vomit your hand out and get as much value for every single card in your deck, because you will run through the whole deck. You want every card contributing to his death. So anything over 1 mana needs to be really worth it, like Leroy for burst, an extra 6. Gromash, though you may not make it to turn 8 is the problem, but if you do, Gromash plus Inner Rage is an extra 12 damage that could just win you the game like that, be the extra burst you need. There should probably be more one-ofs. Like there's one Whirlwind in here to deal with when he does Implosion, because you don't want those trading with your guys, though you do have a fair amount of 1 health guys, so it can be tricky. Annoyatrons, because of the double taunt effectively, are good for blocking his creatures. Similar to kind of the role Voidwalker and Shieldbearer used to play in Zoo before Naxxramas. Haunted Creeper because it spawns you more guys. Again, a 2-drop is expensive though. Fiery War Axe because it's 6 damage for 2 mana. It's a Leroy for 2 mana spread out over 2 turns. And if you combo it with Upgrade, you get 12 damage for 3 mana. Super worth it. So we have 2 upgrades in here. Maybe there should only be 1 Fiery War Axe though, because you're not going to really get to play it over all your turns while still playing creatures. Voodoo Doctor to heal you a little bit, Undertaker to pair with the Death Rattle things of Leper Gnomes, and Zombie Chows. Zombie Chows you only want to play at the stage where he has armor. You don't want to give him more health because you need to burst him down before you die. Executes to finish off things like Clockwork Giants if you really need to. Worgen Infiltrators because you can't target them. Argent Squires because they survive a hit from something. That's the general idea. I think I'd maybe take Leroy out. Although, if we hadn't had Whirlwind, it would have obviously won us that last game. Maybe drop 1 Fiery War Axe in favor of something like an Omani Berserker. Might be a nice twist. Anyway, that's the idea of the deck. It's pretty cheap as well. I think this particular boss, I think we'll be able to find a common card only solution, because we're mostly just playing cheap things anyway. We have a few specialty things, but this game I think is definitely winnable without Leroy and Gromash. What else? Upgrade is maybe the only other non-common card only. Yeah, and I think we can win it without that. So I don't know if Warrior will be what we go for that. Maybe what class helps the most? Probably Rogue. Anyway. On to the next challenge. Hope you have luck with this deck if you are still trying to beat Vaelastrasz. See you later.